Hello, everyone. We warmly welcome you all to our special program brought to you by Indian Achievers Forum. I'm your host, Vatika Singh. Indian Achievers Award is an honor that celebrates the people who went extraordinary to effectuate their aspirations and ideas. In this series, we emphasize not only on the struggles and achievements of the people, but also on the social contributions they made to their native land, India. Before introducing you all to our one such achiever, let's take a look at the small AV.
Indian Achievers Forum is driven by a full-fledged advisory board. The board consists of experienced personalities who have excelled in their respective careers. Together, the forum organizes conferences, events, workshops, exhibitions, trade shows and B2B initiatives in India as well as abroad. Where there is passion, there is achievement. And where there is achievement, there is Indian Achievers Forum.
Today we have with us the Managing Director of Airshed Planning Professionals, Mr. Dhirendra Singh. Hello, sir. How are you?
Hi, I'm good. Hi, everyone.
All right. So, before entering into the questions, tell us something about yourself and your professional role.
Yeah, so basically, initially, I was an electronics engineer. Then I worked with, Sony India Private Limited. And after that, I went to Sapiens, where I worked with Massachusetts Institute of Technology and developed their open course there. And that is where this environmental engineering department comes to me. And as I was developing that module for them, and suddenly this air pollution course, fascinates me. And quickly I decided to, switch my coding career to as an environmental engineer. And then I did my MTech and did PhD in air quality and make myself as an air quality professional. And I was involved with so many activities, so many environmental projects. Uh, uh, as an EIA consultant, environmental impact assessment for hydropower plants. And then I switched to IIT Kanpur with Professor Mukesh Sharma, where I have extensively worked upon air quality. And some of the major projects which I have done is, the Government of India Air Quality Index. I was a part of that team. And the source apportionment study and the greenhouse gas inventory for the Delhi city. And I also worked with CII as an air quality consultant, where I handled the IPPU GHG inventory for entire India, which was supposed to be submitted to MOEFCC, and then later it would be a part of the document which would be finally submitted to UNFCC. And I also worked on the Niti Aayog initiative for cleaner air, better life. And after that, 2017, I formed this company called Airshed with my friend called Mohit Goyal. His expertise in the robotics, and we decided to, start up with a company where you have good air quality equipment and the consulting services to the clients, which is currently what I feel is lagging in India.
That's really commendable, sir, because talking about the recent times, purified air is what we actually need in India at the moment. All right, so moving ahead, since we know that how out of the box your idea is, so how did this idea came into your mind of starting this business?
See, while I was doing the consulting and the working on the various research projects with Professor Sharma, and so what happens, my research group majority, even 99.9% of them, they went to the academics. But as soon as I look up to the industry and with my prior experience to the CII, so I was in touch with more on the industrial side as well. So they are finding it difficult to have a right balance of the solution and right kind of equipment and good a consultant who can guide them to achieve the air quality, legal framework. So that is where I decided to start off this company, which will act as a bridge between the industries and a good air quality consulting and the indigenously developed air quality equipment. So if you say if we talk about air quality equipment presently and in past also, so this market was dominated by US and Europeans. So their equipment are or on a, if we talk about the prices, so they are on a pretty higher side. So what we thought of, if why not we start off a company and develop these equipment in India, that would be much cost effective, and the downtime is also will be reduced. Because if you purchase something from abroad, if that equipment break down, so you talk to those people, they will come and they will see, and then there is a lot of time gap to run that equipment. So we thought of, if we have a good service team here, good equipment up to the international level, so we can give them a better price options and the services in India. So that is where this idea of starting this company comes up. And it is not only, we are not only focused on the air quality, but we thought this company should be something work on the innovations. So we have not confined ourselves to air quality. We are working in biotechnology as well. So whatever problem we thought of, like we can solve it, we start developing the solution.
That's really great, sir. All right, so moving ahead, since we know for a fact that starting a business has never been easy for anyone. So what were the challenging situations that you had to go through during the commencement of your business?
So, see, always starting a business is a big task, although you need a lot of money, a lot of funds. And this is something very, is much needed. But in my views, you need a good team, good set of people who can, who can be a part of your dream and who can visualize your dream also. And you cannot do anything alone. So you need a good people. So that is where we thought we were finding it difficult to have good air quality specialist who is commercially available to us. So fortunately, it take a lot of time, around 6 to 7 months. We find out the good people who can help us. And then with this startup policy of Government of India, we incubated ourselves in IIT Kanpur. And the startup platform gave us it helps a lot, basically. So they have given us offices and the lab accesses, where we can if some design is there, you can go into the laboratories in IIT and you can develop a prototype of it, and then you can test it. And the environment is so supportive in the startup, this IIT Kanpur. They also give us the grants for certain to develop some products as well. So that portion somehow we managed it through IIT Kanpur, and we do have our funds as well. So it was a pretty challenging, and but this startup platform has helped us a lot in terms of, if we talk about the money and the facilities. So this is something very good initiative which we have also capitalized upon. And presently we have developed around 5 to 6 product with the help of IIT Kanpur.
Okay, so sir, I'm very keen to know that what is the product and services that your company facilitates its customers with?
So as you can see, this is not this company is not open to the commercial segment. You can say to the normal people. Our product is basically designed for research institutes and the regulatory authorities and the industries who have a legal obligation to fulfill the air quality regulations. So presently what we are offering is air quality measurement instrument for particulate as well as gaseous, PM10, PM2.5, PM1. And we also developed one solution for condom industries as well. That is the condom testing machine. So patent has been filed for that, and this machine would be out in a couple of months. So and consulting is also a forte. We are also doing consulting for some good industries like Bajaj, NTPC, Epsilon, Upida. So presently, in terms of we talk about the product, so we have the measurement instruments for particulate matters.
All right, sir. So tell us something about your future plans in context to airshed planning professionals.
We can say like the objective is to develop this company as an a state of art company when we talk about air quality. So we want to put this company into the topmost platform as far as air quality solution is concerned, be it the measurements, equipments, consulting, how to deal with the different air quality problems, whether it is whether government needed our support. So that is, there is no such company exists which are dealing with the in the especially in the air quality, which have the equipment development capacity, research grade equipments, and the consulting. So that is where we want to put ourselves in parallel to the US and European companies. That is where they come into India and fetch good amount of money. So we thought of to develop a good group, and we will definitely develop a good group, and who will give us all the the consulting and the services and the equipments which is required for air quality mitigation, air pollution mitigation rather.
And we hope that you and your company achieves all that it aspires for. All right, sir. So moving ahead, you must be knowing about the Atmanirbhar Bharat Abhiyan prevailing in the country at the moment. So what are your views on the campaign and how much do you conquer with it?
See, my views is definitely this is something very good, and this Atmanirbhar Bharat, this word has just come up, but if you look back in the year 2014-15, when our PM Modi said PM Modi has started this startup and make in India policy platform for the new entrepreneur. So that is where I thought that this Atmanirbhar Bharat started way off in 2015. But it takes certain time to we are a very big country and different states and having a very good very large geographical area. So now it is the right time with this COVID situation and all this term has come up and everybody is talking about Atmanirbhar Bharat. I also believe in that, and that is the reason why I started this startup company in the year 2017. I thank government for providing this platform of startup and this Atmanirbhar initiative. And now the public procurement policy also states like priority should be given to the indigenous developed product. So this is something very good which we are looking out, which we are looking for, and this is a you can say a huge steroid for us.
All right, sir. So first of all, congratulations on winning the Indian Achievers Award.
Thank you.
You're welcome, sir. So, what was the feeling when you were confirmed that you will be awarded with the Indian Achievers Award, and who all were the constant supporters in this journey of yours?
Yeah, so when I received this information that I have been awarded this award, it gives you a satisfaction where somebody recognizes your work and your professional career. But this could not have been possible without my family support, father, mother, our sister, brother, my wife, children's. Until unless you are not somebody is not there to support, you will find a lot of difficulties. And in my personal journey till now, the family support was there, and I feel my teacher has played a very important role. Whatever I have achieved now, my teachers has played a very important role. I start off with Mr. Mahesh Sharma from Agra Public School, who has given me an opportunity. I was not into the the You can say in the 90s, in the 10th class, I was just merely in 50s and 16 50 60 percentage. So he gave me an opportunity in his school, where I passed out the 12th standard, and he supported me a lot. And then in 12th standard, one more teacher called Jagmohan Sharma, he used to teach me in his house. I went there, and he used to teach me around 5 to 6 hours daily. And after that, Dr. S.P. Shukla, during my MTech thesis, he was my guide, and he never pressurizes me whether you should take this particular topic or that topic. So what I feel is, he gives me a degree of freedom, okay, where I can, whatever I think of, I can go and do something good, research on that particular project. And finally, with Professor Mukesh Sharma, I have learned a lot, and I'm thankful to him as well. He's been a very, you can say, a backbone in terms of my professional career. Whatever I have learned it from him as well. So it is due to him I learned a lot in the air quality and started this company at IIT Kanpur. So the teachers plays a very important role in my career. So I'm whatever I'm because of my teachers and my family. That's it.
That's really great, sir. All right, so before concluding this session, you know that IAF is followed not only by established organizations, but those young minds also who aspire to be like our achievers someday. So, what is that one message you'd like to tell them?
The one message straightforward I would like to tell them is always believe in your gut feeling. Don't let your gut feeling down. Don't listen to anybody. Listen to your gut feelings. Whatever, because gut feeling is ultimately it come from what your thought process is, what you believe in. So it is a conclusion of it. So always believe in your gut feeling. When I decided to become an entrepreneur, it was not somebody else who decided, who glamorizes me, like say in terms of big businessmen, or be it Reliance or anybody else, but it was my gut feeling I should do this, and I have started this. Until unless you don't believe in and you don't follow your gut feeling, you cannot be a good entrepreneur or whatever profession you choose. So it is up to you. You listen to your gut feeling. Don't let that gut feel down.
So true, sir. All right, so sir, thank you so much for joining with us today. It was lovely talking to you, and we hope that you continue to inspire people of all ages. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you, IAF, for giving me this award, and thank you, Vatika, for this good interaction. I enjoyed a lot. Thank you very much, and all the best.
Thank you, sir.